Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm continuing my 31 days of horror movie reviews with Sleepaway Camp. Yes, Sleepaway Camp is a 1983 horror film that I have been recommended and requested to watch this movie and review it by a lot of different people, but specifically one of my subscribers, I Hate Facebook. He has been wanting me to watch this movie for the longest time, and I felt bad not doing it, but this is the perfect opportunity. I have watched this movie for the very first time, and the plot is at the very, very beginning, we see these two little kids, brother and sister, Peter and Angela. They're with their father and his boyfriend. They're on this trip on a boat in the lake, and they're having fun. It seems like a good time until these teenagers are on a speedboat messing around, and they lose control and they accidentally crash into their boat, killing everybody besides Angela. Angela survives. 8 years later, we see Angela. She's very traumatized, obviously, by this, and she's going through a lot. She gets sent with her cousin Ricky to a summer camp, and a summer camp should be fun. A summer camp should be a time to get away, meet a bunch of kids your age, and just have fun, have a blast. But Angela, because she's shy, because she's quiet, because she's different, she gets bullied hard. I mean, this is bad. Now, one by one, some of these kids start to get killed. They do. And it's kind of a mystery on who the killer is. Now, what I thought of Sleepaway Camp was, I really, really enjoyed this film. And that's surprising for me to hear myself say, because at the very beginning, I thought it was going to be really cheesy. I thought the acting was a little off at times. Not by the kids, the young actors I thought were fine. But the older actors, I was like, wow, this is like really crappy acting. So I was trying to get into it until I met Angela. And until I saw how messed up she was, I felt bad for her. She was being bullied by virtually everybody at this camp. There's this girl, Judy, who is so harsh. I mean, she's full of herself because she's just developing and she's getting all this attention from boys, and so she's cocky. Yeah, there's that, but when she sees this kid, Paul, who actually shows some interest in Angela. Angela, up until this point, was like a mute. She didn't say a word until Paul showed interest, and she finally started talking, coming out of her shell. And Judy couldn't stand this. No, she had to get in there. She had to screw Angela over in some way, somehow, and mess around with Paul just because, just to be a bitch. Really for no good reason, just because she's a horrible person. Not only that, there's a camp counselor named Meg, who I couldn't believe. I'm sitting there like, you're supposed to be in charge here. You're supposed to be the authority, and you're bullying Angela like this. There's one scene where Meg picks her up and throws her into the water just to be a bitch. Now, I'd like to think that when I was this age, that I wouldn't be like this, that I wouldn't bully kids and all that stuff. I've never been to a summer camp, not like this anyways, so even when you see the boys picking on Angela, it's like, it's hard. You feel bad for this girl. She really only has her cousin Ricky to be there for her and defend her and whatnot. Now, when these kids start to get killed off, one by one, pretty creative ways, because at first it looks like accidents or it looks like something bad happened, but not murder. I was like, okay, this is interesting. It's always in the person's point of view because it's supposed to be a mystery. Reminds me of the first couple Friday the 13th movies. One character, the head cook, Artie, who was like about to molest Angela, about to rape her. And he's one of the ones who gets killed. So it's like none of these people you feel bad for. You don't. But the kids who were doing the bullying, it's not like I wanted them to die, but I didn't like them. So seeing them get killed, it was almost, I don't want to say amusing, but interesting to see which character, if they messed with Angela, it's like, oh, you're next. You know you're going to get it. The mystery, the twist ending. I will say that I watched this movie And they tried to make the killer a mystery. They tried to make it seem like, oh, is it Ricky defending his cousin or what? And I was sitting there feeling like it was obvious. Spoiler alert! Just in case. But I was sitting there thinking, it's obviously Angela. It's clear as day it's her, because there's so many times where she gets bullied and she's just sitting there and she has this look on her face like her eyes are saying, I'm gonna fucking kill you and I can't wait to do it. So when these people would die, it's like, well, yeah, isn't it obvious? I know she's a shy girl, she has this small demeanor to where you wouldn't think it's her, but that's the perfect alibi. It's the perfect way of saying, no, it can't be that girl. But watching it, I knew it was her. And I remember hearing somebody talk about this movie and mentioning that the main girl, was the killer. So I thought that's what the twist ending was. And I'm sitting here going like, okay, I'm into this movie. I'm into seeing these kids get killed because why not? But I'm not going to be affected by this twist ending because I already know it and it's already obvious. Until you get to the twist ending. Holy shit! I was not expecting to find out that, okay, fine, Angela, yes, she is the killer. She was the killer. That's not the surprising part. The surprising part is that she is actually Peter. She's actually the brother Peter who really survived that family accident at the very beginning. Angela, the real Angela, is dead. Peter was taken in by Ricky's mother, who was very, like, over the top, dramatic and whatnot. But the woman takes Peter in and almost gets in his head psychologically to convince him he's Angela. He's a girl from this point on. And just the image of Angela naked, standing over Paul after killing him, and he's naked, so you can tell, yeah, that's not a girl. And the counselors are like, holy fuck. It's a disturbing ending. It's a haunting ending, especially the freeze frame shot of Angela's face, just looking crazy as hell. It's a messed up ending, and as much as I thought, like, oh, I know how it's going to end, I was not prepared for a twist ending like that. So for a movie that could have been lame, it could have been mediocre, it could have been a cheesy 80s horror film, it really went for it with that twist ending. That twist ending almost makes this movie even greater than it probably really is. So guys, obviously I surprisingly enjoyed Sleepaway Camp. I did. Let me know in the comments below if you too have seen this film. What do you think of it? Do you love that twist ending as well? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later! Please won't you save my desires on fire. Sometimes you need a little peace at home. I'm tired, so